Welcome. Dixon Williams. Welcome. My name is Dixon Williams, and today we'll be cooking a Danish dish. It is called Ris A La Mande, and it is a dish from Denmark, usually popular during Christmas. It is a dessert dish, and in Denmark, many desserts are favored, but this one is especially favored during Christmas time. It is a pudding topped with a cherry cream. So let's get started. Alright, we'll get started. The first stage is called Risengrad. There are 3 stages of making Ris A La Mande, as it is an extensive process to make a dessert. Alright, the first ingredients are 1/4 cup of water, 1 cup of rice, also called grilled ris, 4 half cups of milk, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla sugar. You start out with water and rice. You take 1/4 cup of water, and you turn the heat on its lowest level, as it only has to simmer for 2 minutes. But you also add the 1 cup of rice. Dropping stuff all over the place. Alright, you need stuff to stir for this 2 minutes. Just kind of mix the rice around where it all condenses in the water. And then you put a lid on there. And now you wait 2 minutes to add the next ingredients. Let's continue with the first step of Risengrad. This is what it'll look like after 2 minutes of simmering. As you can tell, it hasn't done much. It's just water and rice mixed together. But now we need to add the 4 half cups of milk and then the 1 teaspoon of vanilla sugar. So we'll go ahead and add a teaspoon of vanilla sugar. And once you add it, you want to stir it up a little bit. And now we want to add the milk. It takes 4 half cups of milk. And I don't really know why I said that, because that just means 2 cups. Okay, and as you can see, you can't really see anything else but the milk. That is because we're going to heat it up for 45 minutes, and then we're going to cool it down in the freezer for about an hour. So you want to stir it to start it off. But then after it feels stirred, you put the lid on and you simmer it for 40 to 45 minutes. And after the first 15 minutes, you come back every few minutes and you stir it around some more, so it doesn't harden up and stick to the pan. So, we'll get caught up on a few Danish and Denmark terms that you just need to know when you go around Denmark. As this stuff cooks, I'll teach you a few. Alright, as I told you earlier, velkommen means welcome. And to say my name is Dixon Williams, you say Mitt navn Dixon Williams. There's a few other terms you can learn, like hello and goodbye. Hello is hej, spelled H-E-J. It sounds very similar to hey in the United States. You just say hey, but it's hey. And then also goodbye is farvel. A few other terms are those such as what is your name and I am Dixon Williams. What is your name is Vad heter du. And then if you'd like to respond and say I'm Dixon Williams, you say hey heter Dixon Williams. So hey heter Dixon Williams. So let's take a quick break and show you what the cooking's supposed to look like and stir a little bit, and then we'll get back to our grammar lesson. Alright, it's simmering a tiny bit. It's still mostly milk, but the rice is filling up. And that's really what you're looking for. So keep it up. It's probably been 15-20 minutes now, and we're going to keep it cooking, and then we'll get back on a few grammar lessons. Alright, to continue the grammar lesson, we'll say something such as, where are you from? You say that by, Hover comer du fra, and that means, where are you from? And a few expressions of gratitude, such as thanks and please, consist of the word tak, T-A-K. That means please in Danish. So, ja tak means yes please, and nej tak means no thank you. But if you want to say something like, don't mention it, thanks is to you, you say something such as self-talk, and that means thanks to you. So those are a few words of gratitude. If you want to check out, we're almost done cooking. We've got about 10 more minutes, but it's really thickening up. And as you can see, it's simmering and it's hardening. And pretty soon we're going to have to take it out and we're going to have to cool it. And we're going to mix it together and it'll become a nice pudding that we can serve on Christmas Eve. So now our Ris A La Mande has been cooking for about 40 minutes. And it looks pretty good to me. What do you think? So I think we're going to take it out and now we have to cool it for an hour or so. There we go. I'm going to try to get out as much as I can. Put it in this dish. And now I'm going to break it up a little bit so it's not all mushed together. They recommend this so you're not sitting here and when you open it back up after you freeze it, it's not going to be as hard to take apart again. And right now it just looks like rice and water, even though there is milk in there. But pretty soon we'll add some whipped cream and a few other things to it that'll make it taste like a great dessert we can serve at Christmas time. So here we go. We're going to put it in the freezer. And we'll come back in an hour or so, and hopefully it's ready. So hig dig. That means enjoy it yourself until we come back and we fix this great dessert. We're back again. We set out for probably about an hour or so, hour and a half. Had it in the freezer, so we came back to it after eating a good dinner, and we're going to pull it out. Here we go. Okay, as you can see, it's all kind of mixed together. It's gotten cold. It's thick. They say to put it all in a bowl, but make sure it separates. So, there we go. Right. It's tough. Alright, that'll work for now until we add stuff. We're in the second step, and it's called Ris A La Mande. That is because this is going to be the final step where I actually prepare everything. It takes 1/2 cup of whipping cream, 3 tablespoons of powdered sugar, 4 teaspoons pure almond extract, and 2 whole almonds. So let's get started. First, we need to make the substance. So let's take 1/2 cup of whipping cream. Let me get it out of here. I'll put that in last. We're going to put the 3 tablespoons of powdered sugar. Four teaspoons of the almond extract. Not working out for me today. Tiny bit more. Okay. And then finally the whipping cream. Alright, now it says mix it all together until it becomes one substance. So the powdered sugar should somewhat absorb it, make it a little bit thicker before we add it into the rice and water and milk. Alright. There we go. It says mix it, and then it says add about half to it. Got about half. Let's mix this together. Right, and then I'll add the rest of it. Okay, and now what we do is we just mix it. We're going to mix it, and then we're going to put it right back into the freezer until we prepare the final step, and that's the cherry filling on top. Alright. Now we're prepared for the next step. The third and final part before we can prepare this and eat it is the sauce, the cherry sauce. You add a can of 15-ounce cherries to the saucepan. You add 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. And then a little bit of water. Then you mix it all together until it thickens, and you let it simmer for 1 minute, and then we'll have our great sauce to put on top of it. Well, we have the topping made. It's all thick and good, so we'll get it started, and we'll separate it in 2 bowls so I can give it to my taste testers. Alright. Yeah, it's a little thicker than I thought it'd be, but it looks good, smells good. Here we go. Here's our sauce. There we go. Of course, can't forget the finishing touches. Let's put 2 cherries on top. And then 2 almonds. So here we go. I'm about to taste it. Just let me know how it tastes.
Eat it first.
Mmm. Well, that looks like what I'm going to be making on Christmas Eve. So see you later, or in Danish, vi næste snart.